All right, welcome to week 2 of Journey into, week 2, practicing Journey into Power of 40 Days to Personal Revolution. And we are going to be together in this week's practice with our attention on vitality. So it's a 30-minute practice about vitality. And as always, we will begin in child's pose. So come to all fours, spread your knees out wide. Drop your hips down towards your ankles. Reach your arms long in front of you. Press down through your hands with Hasta Bandha, hands alive. Pull in and up, Uddiyana Bandha. And bring in Ujjayi Pranayama, Ujjayi breath. Take 3 breaths here, full, complete breaths, Ujjayi breaths. And remember last week's theme of presence. So each week building on top of each other. So right now, pull in presence. Drop in. Feel the earth under your hands, your body. And tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take any movements you need here, your legs, your arms, any micro movements, larger movements, just to get settled. Again, the quality of presence. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, press your chest back to your thighs. Let it out. One more breath like that. Inhale, fill up all the way. Exhale, press your hands to the earth, press your chest back to your thighs, and then walk your feet to your hands for ragdoll. So feet at hip width distance apart. Pull in skin to muscle to bone. Feet at 12 o'clock. Inner ankles back, outer shins in, and then create ease in your upper body. One more breath, inhale, fill up all the way. Exhale, empty. Release your arms, toe heel your feet together so that your big toes touch. Root down, rise all the way up, extended mountain pose, reach up, rise up. Inhale, take a little back bend here. Exhale, hands to heart center. And we'll start class with one big Om together. Take a deep breath in. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow forward, Uttanasana, fold. Nice work. Inhale, lift halfway. Ardha Uttanasana, step back, high to low plank. Upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Lift your shoulders and pull them back. Press your chest through that opening and then press back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, empty. One more, just like that. Inhale, fill up, wake up. Exhale, get present. Look forward, bend your knees, step or jump, feet to hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, bow. Mountain pose, rise up, reach up, hands alive. Exhale, bow forward, Uttanasana, fold deep. Inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, press back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, empty. Look forward, bend your knees, step or jump, feet to hands. Halfway lift, flat spine. Bow forward, surrender, mountain pose, lift up, rise up, reach up. Hands alive, and then bow forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway. Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. empty. 2 more. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, let it go. 1 more time. Inhale all the way. Fill up to the top of your lungs. Exhale, empty it all the way out. With empty lungs, look forward, bend your knees, step or jump, feet to hands. Halfway lift. Bow forward. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Sit low. So feet at 12 o'clock. And really press down to feel the floor, the earth underneath your toes, and then pull that energy up in to Uddiyana Bandha to sit just a little bit lower. And then straighten your elbows if you can. Pull your shoulders to your back. Reach your fingertips alive, like shooting off your palms. Take a deep breath in. Sit 2 inches lower. Yes, great work. Inhale, fill up. Empty. 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale to bow forward, Uttanasana. Nice work. Inhale, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Press back, downward facing dog. Right foot to right hand, warrior 1. So get intentional in creating the physical foundation of the pose. So back foot spins 60 to 90 degrees, wherever's comfortable for you. And get powerful by taking your knee all the way over your front ankle. Then pull into core, press down to floor to lift up, reach up, rise up. Again, hands alive. Take a little back bend. And then hands to the earth, Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left foot steps, Virabhadrasana 1, you go. And get intentional in creating the physical foundation of the pose. Pull the energy from the earth alive in through your feet, through your foundation, up into core, and then from core back to floor, and rebound up to your shoulders integrated, arms up, arms back, little back bend, Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Ha. Inhale, fill up all the way. Exhale, empty. Look forward, bend your knees, jump, feet to hands. Halfway lift. Bow forward, Uttanasana. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Breathe. 5. Sit a little lower. 4. Pull up and in. 3. 2. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, bow forward, Uttanasana. Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway. Jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog, shoulders back. Press your chest through. Downward facing dog, lift your hips, press your chest back. Right foot, warrior 1, Virabhadrasana. Be intentional in creating the physical foundation of the pose. Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Left foot steps, warrior 1. Be intentional, root down, rise up, reach up. Hands to the earth, Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Send your breath to any areas of resistance in your body. Know that we're going to be moving and flowing, creating the presence of vinyasa to awaken the vitality in our body so that we can take that vitality out into the world, like where the shit really matters. Take a deep breath in, inhale. Exhale, press back, look forward, jump. Half lift. Bow. Chair. Fold. Half lift, jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot, warrior one. Open up to warrior two. Breathe. Hold the pose. The pose really begins when you want to come out of it. Be intentional in creating the physical foundation of the pose and being up to something bigger than yourself. This pose, Virabhadrasana 2, when the warrior Virabhadra spotted his target, Daksha, across the room and opened his arms to point his sword at his target with such intention. So where is it that you need to point your sword this week? In vitality. Like, what area of your life needs to get breathed in new life, new energy, new vitalness, vitality? Flip your front palm, reach forward, reverse your warrior, come up and back. Lengthen through your right side body, really hold this, breathe. You can drop your left hand down your left leg, or you can tuck your hand behind your back to open up to something a little deeper. 2, 1, Chaturanga Dandasana, cartwheel your hands down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left foot, warrior one. Root down, rise up. Open up, warrior two. Be intentional in creating the physical foundation of the pose. Kristen, you can take your stance a little longer if you can. Like, either scoot your back foot back. Yeah. Because your knee was coming out past your ankle. Yeah. Powerful. So good. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Breathe. Breathe new life into your body. Your legs are starting to feel vitality. People say, well, they're quivering a little. No, that's just vitality being created to like pull into the rest of your body so you can actually move, breathe, and come from the space of being vital here on your mat and in your whole life. Flip your front palm, reach forward, reverse your warrior, lengthen through the left side of your body. Either hand down your leg or behind your back. Lengthen, breathe. Ujjayi pranayama, drishti on one physical point. The sense of tapas being created, vinyasa being created. And then cartwheel your hands down to the mat, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Come to high plank. High plank. Low plank. Up dog. Down dog. Nice work. Take a breath in. Lift your right heel up. Right heel up. Bend your knees. Stack your hips. Open up. Breath out. Come back to high plank. Side plank. Right hand down. Left hand up. Press down to lift up. Take that left hip a little higher. Press it up higher toward the sky. Lift up. Reach up. Open up. You can lift the top leg if you want. You can also drop the bottom knee. Time to get creative. Yeah, feel something different in your body. Feel alive. Feel the vitality start to move. 3, 2, 1. High to low plank. Up dog. Down dog. Left heel lifts. Inhale. Exhale to open. Bend your knees. Stack your hips. And then drop your foot. High plank to side plank. Left hand down. Right hand up. Root down to rise up. So feel the hand into the earth. Press into the earth to take the energy up through your right hip point, up toward the ceiling. Lift the top leg, drop the bottom leg, whatever, or you can do both. You can drop the bottom leg and lift the top leg. 3, 2, 1, high plank, low plank, up dog, downward facing dog, press back, right foot steps, crescent lunge, don't wait. So both feet now at 12 o'clock. Both feet at 12 o'clock. You want on your back foot, you want your heel all the way over your toes if you can. Like you're wearing those like impossible high heels. Even dudes, impossible. Like if you had to imagine that, where the heel is all the way over your toe. And if your knee is popping over your, or coming forward of your ankle, scoot that front foot just a little forward. Yes, Kristen. So great. Inhale, lengthen, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take one breath here. Inhale. Exhale to twist. Left elbow, right knee. Or you can take a vertical twist. Keep your body upright and just open up. Breathe. Ujjayi pranayama. Drishti. One physical point. Hands pressing together, or you can open your arms. 2, 1, rise up to warrior 2. Extended side angle, you go. So drop your right hand down to either a block, the floor, or your forearm to your the top of your knee. And you want to be in one long extended side angle. So if you can lengthen your back foot back toward the back of the mat to create some more length in your body. Yes, and yes, great work. Press down. Inhale, lengthen from pelvis out through your spine. And then exhale, peel open. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist under right ribs, under left ribs, open up, hands alive. 2, 1, look to the earth. Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left foot steps, crescent lunge, right away. Both feet at 12 o'clock. Lengthen your foundation if you can to take your back heel all the way over your toes. Great work, Katrina. Inhale, lengthen, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take one breath here. Inhale. Exhale to twist, right elbow, left knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist open. Press your hands together or open your arms. 2, 1, rise up. Warrior 2. Extended side angle. Drop your hand down to the floor, the block, a block. Yeah, press your back foot down at 90 degrees, the pinky toe edge of your back foot to create access to length. One long side angle. Inhale, lengthen from pelvis. Exhale, twist open. Left ribs under, right ribs open up. One more of those. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist open. 3, 2, 1. Look to the earth. Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, empty. Right foot steps. Warrior 1. Warrior 1. Open up. Warrior 2. Straighten your front leg. Trikonasana. Reach forward. Bend at the hips. Press your left hip back toward the back of the room. Drop your right hand down to the floor or a block, or even your shin. Inhale. Exhale, empty. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Let it go. Last one. Inhale. Exhale to Chaturanga Dandasana. Both hands down, drop down. Inhale. Exhale, press back, down dog. Left foot, warrior one. Then open up to warrior two. You've got this. Great work. Straighten your front leg, reach forward, Trikonasana. Send that right hip back toward the back of your mat. Drop your left hand down to the floor or block or your shin. And bring Ujjayi Pranayama back in if it's missing. Drishti to one physical point. Try on your right thumb. Breathe. Hands alive, feet engaged, core, Uddiyana Bandha. 2, 1, from triangle to chaturanga. Exhale, drop your right hand down, step your left foot back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, fill up. Exhale, empty. One more, inhale. Exhale. And just come to high plank here. High plank. And then go down to low plank. And then high plank again. And then low plank. And then high plank. And then we go to low plank. You can drop your knees if you want to. And then we go to high plank. Core engaged. Low plank. Hands alive. High plank. Feet pressing down. Low plank. Drishti. One more. Inhale. High plank. Exhale. Low plank. Come all the way to your belly. Drop your arms by your sides. Palms face down. And then locust pose. Rise up. Hands off the mat. Shoulders off the mat, chest off the mat, feet off the mat, knees off the mat, thighs off the mat, more ribs off the mat. Lift up and then come down. One more, locust pose. Lift up, rise up. A little higher. And then come down. Floor bow, catch both feet. Or you can do one at a time. We're going to do 2. So reach back, catch both feet for floor bow. Or again, one at a time. Now floor bow, rise up. And then press your feet, like flex your toes toward your knees, and then press your feet up to the ceiling like you're standing on the wall. Like your parallel, the bottom of your feet and your ceiling are parallel. Pull back, lift up, rise up. And then come down. Take a breath, clearing breath with vitality. And again, rise up, floor bow, come up, rise up, reach up, lift up. Flex your toes, lift your chest, pull. Use the opposing forces of kicking into your hands to lift your chest up just a little higher. 2, 1, come down. Hands in by your low ribs. Point your toes. So again, hands in by all the way your lowest ribs. And then from here, start by pulling your shoulders onto your back. So you can lift from the ground, lift your shoulders up to your ears. Pull your shoulders straight back. Pull your thoracic spine to chest. Pull your scapula to touch. And now pressing down with the tops of your feet, rise up to upward facing dog. And then back to downward facing dog. Drop both knees on the ground. And then stand on your knees. So stack. Hips over knees, shoulders over hips. We're going to go to camel pose, Ustrasana. So take the palms of the heels of your palm back into your glutes. Back into your glutes. And then you'll notice your shoulders want to come forward when you do that. Pull your shoulders back. And then press in with the heel of your palm into your glutes. And then bend back, camel pose, Ustrasana. And if you have access, you can reach down and try to grab your heels if it's there for you. And then keep the pressing of your pelvis over your knees. Yes, relax your head. Yes, surrender into the pose. And then slowly rise up. And then drop your tailbone to your heels. Sit back. And we go again, Ustrasana, stack. Hips over knees, shoulders over hips. palms, heel of your palms into your glutes, shoulders back. Press in to keep your hips over your knees. Lean back, rise up, reach up through your heart center, the center of your chest, up toward the ceiling. And if you can, drop back and grab your ankles. And if you can't, no worries. And then keep your hips pressing forward over your knees. And then drop your hips back. Sit low. Yeah, rise up, drop your hips back. Come all the way to a seat and to your back. Supta Baddha Konasana. Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet together. Knees out wide. One hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Happy baby. Happy baby pose. Grab the outside of both feet. Pull your knees down. Smile. Like try, it's probably, not commonly accessible, but do your best to remember the moment as a baby when you did this and discovered your feet for the first time. Like the joy. You're like, wow, I kind of knew they were there, but now I'm both touching them and seeing them, and they're mine for the first time. Like, try to remember that sensation, that feeling of what that was like as an infant. And imagine maybe what it was like. Release your hands, take your feet straight up to the sky. Navasana, boat pose. Navasana, boat pose. Boat pose, Navasana, lift your chest. And you can grab the backs of your thighs for Sukha Navasana, easy boat pose, or you can take full boat. Lift your hands out. Grab your knees, hug in, rock and roll 3 times. And on the 3rd time, just lengthen both legs and come to seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. So straighten both legs out. Inhale, reach your arms straight up. Pull your shoulders back. Press your chest slightly forward and hinge at the hips. Lead with your chest. Come all the way down, chest first, until you sort of hit the wall. Hold it, lean a little forward. On your exhale, come a little bit more, and then collapse around your back. Surrender, pull in, press down. Release your hands, lift all the way up. And then come all the way to your back. And pull your right knee in, catch your right knee. Supine twist. Pop up onto your left hip, take your right knee to the left side. Keep both shoulders on the mat. And come back to center to change sides. Hold the left knee. Hop up onto the right hip. Left knee to the right side. Supine twist. Back to center, hold both knees in, pull in, squeeze in. Give yourself the biggest juicy hug ever. Lift your shoulders off the mat, kiss both knees. Shavasana. Shavasana, corpse pose. Give up the need to control your breath. Give up any need to control anything. Notice the sense of vitality moving in your body. The feeling of aliveness in deep rest. This practice this week is, again, it's all about vitality, not just on the mat and what we do with it. I love this practice because it's the opportunity. It's the real opportunity to be for ourselves. Because the change that we wish to see in the world starts right here in our physical body. And if we're not taking care of our physical body, then we can't expect to be prepared to be the change we wish to see in the world. Just know, if you're hearing these words right now, that you're right there, one step closer to changing the entire planet, starting by taking care and changing you. Keep your eyes closed and come to a fetal position. Reach both arms up, roll to the right side. Keep both eyes closed and press yourself up to a seated position. Press yourself up to a seat, both eyes closed. And bring your hands to heart center at Anjali Mudra. And we'll seal class the same way we started, with one Om together. Take a deep breath in. Om. Thumbs to forehead center, touch in. Namaste. Oh, great work, everyone. Week 2, practice day 1 in the books. Hope you keep doing it for the rest of the week. This practice, or any 30-minute or longer practice.